So one of the things that stood out, and one of the things that I follow myself after some missteps, is understanding the power of doing your due diligence. To make better investment decisions, it's crucial to do your homework. We need to discuss the importance of researching, checking references, and setting clear expectations, being sure you know what you're going to get out of that investment. A well-formed decision is much more likely to lead to value. Hey everybody, welcome to Finding the Upside. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have another shorty episode for you, and we are always talking about topics that can help business owners thrive in the ever-evolving world of entrepreneurship and business. Today we're diving into a topic that many of us can relate to, and I'm going to be talking about making costly mistakes in our business investments. Whether it's buying programs, hiring coaches, joining masterminds, I know sometimes we can feel like we've been tricked into thinking it's going to provide value, only to find that it's a money grab. So have you been there? I know I have. Let's break down how this happens and hope to bring some insight into how to avoid it and how to make the most of any misstep you might have taken. I know I've had to think long and hard about some of the things that I've chosen to invest in, thinking that it was going to deliver a quick fix. And it's easy to fall for the allure of a quick fix and instant success. And let's face it, all of us are consuming all of these people that are in our face telling us that they're going to deliver a transformation. Now, let's give credit where credit is due, because some of you may do that. I do that. But sometimes programs deliver, sometimes groups deliver, and sometimes they don't. So we've all been there, hoping that that particular program or coach will be the magic bullet that propels our business to new heights. But in reality, success takes time. It takes effort and a well-thought-out strategy. And no one's going to be able to wave a magic wand, no matter how hard they sell you, to instantly change your business. And that's also without the work. It comes with work. So how do we avoid falling into this trap? Let's talk about and explore the warning signs that should raise a red flag when you're considering an investment in your business. From unrealistic promises to unclear deliverables, knowing what to watch out for can save you a lot of money and frustration. Believe me, I speak from experience. So I have invited some business owners who've been in your shoes to share their experiences. They've talked to me about their own mistakes and what they learned from them. And I myself have reflected on my own missteps. Sometimes I don't consider them missteps, but I definitely consider them things to reflect on, because what I intended to get from the investment is not necessarily what I've gotten. These people have shared with me, and they talked about what they learned from those investments or mistakes and how they've adjusted their approach to making investments. And I want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. So one of the things that stood out, and one of the things that I follow myself after some missteps, is understanding the power of doing your due diligence. To make better investment decisions, it's crucial to do your homework. We need to discuss the importance of researching, checking references, and setting clear expectations, being sure you know what you're going to get out of that investment. A well-formed decision is much more likely to lead to value. So some actionable advice is to make sure you've taken the steps to really vet the opportunity and be clear about what you're going to gain. We all have fallen for the quick sales pitch or sitting at an event and being pitched and fallen for something that maybe didn't deliver. But on the other side, many of us have also either delivered high value through a program we create or gotten high value from a program that we have invested in, or a mastermind or a community. So it's important to really look at that experience and do the due diligence. And I bet you'll find that the times that you didn't, is the times that you fell victim to one of those programs that just scratches the surface and doesn't give you the value or the intended takeaway and insights that you wanted. Now let's talk about how you find genuine value. And as we talk about this last segment, let's focus on how you can find genuine value in any investment that you make. It's not about avoiding investments altogether. It's about making smart choices that align with your business goals. Some practical steps to guide you I'd love to share with you. One of the things that I've taken a look at myself, and many of the business owners that I chatted with about this topic, talked about looking at what the outcome of an investment was. Now, many of them said, and I can attest to this myself, that maybe you didn't gain what you intended from an experience, but it was part of something that gave you insight, some perspective that opened your mind to something that maybe was closed before, or opened your awareness to something that was not in your radar before. So that can be valuable, and really to think through and assess those things. And then, of course, as business owners, was it worth the investment? Was the amount of money that you had to invest worth the value that you got out of that? That's important to understand, because as you move forward and you do your due diligence on new opportunities, that's going to come into play. I know myself, if it's a smaller investment, it may not matter whether I've gained personal growth from it or what they pitched that I might get. If I can find value and that is attached to the price that I paid for it, or that is related to the price that I invested, and I can only make that decision whether that has value for me or not. So looking at all of the past history, the things that you've done, I've been there, I know. It can be really frustrating to feel like you're falling victim to this again and again. So some reflection and analysis on the history is one that's really important. I have gained tremendous insight, and I think I make much better decisions today than I have a year, 2 years, or 3 years ago. So thanks so much for joining me today in this shorty episode. We've tackled the challenges that come with making costly business investments, and we've discussed ways to bounce back and make better choices in your future. Remember though, setbacks are just stepping stones to your success. And with the right knowledge and mindset, you can take control of your business's future. If you found this episode valuable, please share it with a fellow business owner who might benefit from these insights. I know there's a lot of us that could definitely make some better decisions and also have felt like we need some of these takeaways so that we can keep learning, growing, and building a business that truly thrives. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next episode of Finding the Upside.